Aloha, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in for another one of our inspirational team meditations. Good morning, good evening, good rising. Thank you for joining in wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever dimension or planet you might be tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being a part of the team. Thank you so much for being a part of this experience that we are co-creating together as a community. So as we get started here in the meditation, let's just begin just by rolling our shoulders and bringing a little bit of movement to our body. Again, for those of you who are new, thank you so much for joining. If it's your first time here, go ahead and drop a 333 in the comments. And literally just starting off here, just by bringing awareness to our body, listening to our body. If you want to keep your eyes open, keep your eyes closed, it's optional for you. I was mentioning last time we were doing this broadcast, if you have like a mirror you can put nearby, I encourage you to put like a mirror nearby, and then that way you can like set the camera up off to the side, but then you can, set the phone off to the side and then have your mirror so you can be like eye gazing with yourself. Super powerful way to be able to dive deeper into this meditation. So for those of you tuned in on YouTube, go ahead and do me a favor, drop an 1111 in the chat just to be able to confirm that things are sounding okay as we move through the broadcast. And again, just begin bringing some stretches, get some deep inhales there together. Nice big exhale, bit of a sigh. Do a couple more of those. Inhale together. Nice big exhale. Beautiful. You can keep doing that as long as you want. And again, from here, just bringing a little bit of massage to the body as we get things going and get things started off. So for those of you who are joining in, well, let's start off as we do our massage by sharing a little bit of gratitude down in the comments. So go ahead, let me know, what are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for in this moment? So again, literally just massaging the body. As we do this, just sending ourselves a little bit of love, just opening up the energy channels. Like literally in this moment, I want you to be able to like focus gratitude towards wherever part of your body that you might be massaging. So just be like, oh, like, thank you. Thank you, hands, like, thank you, face, thank you, shoulders, thank you, arms, and thank you, like, back that I can barely reach. Try and reach that spot in your back that's just like, anyways, just keep moving your body in a way that allows you to just bring more awareness to it. And again, just massaging the pulmonaries, massaging the torso, the upper ribs, eventually working your way all your way down to your feet, even massaging deeper into the hands. Really massaging into the hands is a powerful thing to be able to do. So again, as we're going over, just sharing some of the gratitude down in the comments below. For those of you who may be new, again, drop a 333 in the comments. Let us know if it's your first time. For those of you tuned in on Facebook, I highly encourage and invite you to be able to jump over to the YouTube. The link is in the video info. That way, so you can just be a part of the main team chat and make sure you're synced up and subscribed for future broadcasts. And so again, just keep massaging the body as we're just welcoming people here, massaging the lower part of the body. And so again, what we're going to do a physical massage of our body. Then from there, we'll go into our EFT, emotional freedom tapping. And from there, we'll get into our affirmations. From there, we'll get into our laughter yoga. And then from there, we're going to get into our mindfulness practice. And from there, we'll get into our standing little practice, and then from there we get into our chakra practice. So it's like 1,000 meditations in one broadcast. But again, the reason why we do this, I don't want you to do this in the sense where it's like, oh, this feels like a chore. Like, I want you to do this in the same way where it's like, yo, this is actually like something that I'm like experiencing the benefits of, and I'm noticing the difference, and my attitude changes, my optimism changes, my gratitude changes, my synchronicities open up and everything like that. So again, the reason why we're doing these broadcasts, the reason why we're doing these meditations is because right now we need to be able to bring the world to like a catalyst of like a stage of awakening where if like this is, you know, again, kind of like on a quantum scale, if 1% of something can change, it affects the whole. So this is already happening. So if we can get like 75 million people on earth like actively practicing awakening their consciousness through a simple practice such as tuning in here and doing all the other things that we do, then like that in itself is a catalyst. So like, yes, right now we're like literally just like, again, kind of like hanging out and practicing meditation, but like this is the revolution. Like straight up, like welcome to the revolution. This is it. Like this is what it looks like. It looks like self-awareness. It looks like showing up. It looks like us, like, you know, being able to hold space for one another as we support each other and grow. So if you guys vibe with that, drop an 1111 in the chat. Welcome to the revolution. So it's a revolution of consciousness. So again, just massaging the feet if you are on that part. That's what I'm doing just now. So again, I'm going to read those comments in the next little bit. Thank you again to those of you joining in. For those of you joined in on Instagram and those of you joined in on TikTok, I made it easy for you. Click the link in my profile, and right at the top you'll see the link to the YouTube. I encourage you to join in on YouTube, that way so you can just be a part of the chat, because like the feed sometimes crashes on Instagram, so just be aware of that. So if you're tuned in on Instagram or YouTube, if you're tuned in on Instagram or TikTok, click the link in my profile to join in on YouTube. So again, once you're finished massaging the feet there, working your way all the way up to the top of the face, I'm going to read. We got a lot of comments of gratitude here in the chat. So again, good morning to everyone. Shout out to every single person who's joining in. Jasmine says, I am grateful for my cat. Her name is Nugget. Good morning, Nugget. Thanks for joining in for the meditation. So again, just massaging the face or wherever you happen to be massaging. Maybe you're massaging somewhere else. That's fine. Mary says, grateful for the eternal now. Felicia says, gratitude. I could afford my medicine yesterday and have enough for a while. I can feel the pain lessen now and in the future. Beautiful, Felicia. Julia, grateful for my loving family and the family I've made here. Awesome. Thank you, Julia. Yeah, absolutely. This is family again. Rachel says, gratitude for the symbols and synchronicities, the ability to perceive the world around me and find meaning in what is meaningful to me. Grateful for the connections between us through words and feeling. Beautiful. Well said, Rachel. Absolutely. Grateful to see the beauty in myself and everything around me. Awesome. So again, just massaging your face here, massaging your temples, massaging the consciousness inside of your temples. Yeah, let's just massage our consciousness, right? Like, how do we do that? So, well, we're kind of doing it. We're kind of doing it with this practice. So again, just massaging here, and then we'll get into our EFT tapping. For today's mindfulness practice, I know you guys are always curious about what we're doing for today's mindfulness practice. Today's mindfulness practice, yesterday was pretty intense. Yesterday was pretty epic. Today we're going to kind of like practice bringing it back to the basics, but of course, even if you're an expert, it will still be valuable for you. So stand by and I'll tell you more about that as we go. So again, just massaging the top of the head. Beautiful. All right, let's move into our EFT tapping. So get a quick little shake in if you need it. We'll do a little bit more of that as we go. So EFT tapping, gently just kind of like tapping our body, tapping our field. And as we do this, we're just opening up the energy channels again. And then from here, we bring in affirmations. So focus on affirmations. So for everybody here in the chat, you guys know the routine. What are your affirmations for today? So again, I know for some of us, like, you know, like if you're tuning in here, or maybe if it's your first time, you're just like, it's like, what? Like, we're just doing the same thing every day. Like, well, it's like, yeah, but you brush your teeth every day, you eat food every day, you go for a walk every day, you go to sleep every day. Like, it's the routine and the consistency of the things that are important that actually make the big difference. So it's the little things that make the big difference. So what if I were to tell you that literally just by us doing this practice, it will holographically affect the rest of your day in like a positive and inspiring way that will help you continue to show up. So tapping here, let's focus. What are we bringing in as affirmations today? So I am showing up. I am doing the work. I am learning. I am expanding. I am disciplined. I am resilient. I am cultivating my willpower. I am developing my focus. I am showing up as a leader. I am using my humor to be able to help inspire and plant seeds. Oh, that's actually what I'm doing. I mean, we can do it too. We can do it together. I am flexible. I am focused, as I said. I am a warrior. I am a light guardian. I am a shifter. I am using creativity and compassion to help accelerate the shift in consciousness. You can close your eyes here if you want. I am kindness. I am love. I am aware. I am consciousness. So just keep tapping here, wherever. Just kind of like let your hands kind of like the body, the energy will just kind of like move itself. Tap between your fingers, and we'll read some of the affirmations down the chat as we go. Beautiful. I am standing true in my true self. I am a witch, says Morphic. Yeah. We got lots of witches and warlocks and wizards here. So Cool. All right, go ahead. Leave some more affirmations down in the chat for those of you who are tuned in right now. So just taking a moment here, continuing to bring in those affirmations. What do you want to bring into your field today? What do you need? What do you want to like bring in? What do you want to activate within you? So I am, what else do I want? I am psychedelic. I am the dream awakening to itself. I am becoming more of who I am here to be. I am opening my heart to the mysteries of the universe. I am connecting with my inner self. I am connecting with my higher self. I mean, one and the same, I guess, right? Inner self, higher self, it's all the same. So, I am entirely grateful. I am in love with life. I am open to the adventures ahead of me. I am dedicated to the path I choose, says Rachel. Kristen, I am a chariot charging forward with strength and love. Beautiful. So finish it off here. Last couple. I am present. I am practicing. I am growing. I am consciousness. Go ahead when you're done with that. Morphic. All right. Get a quick little shake. Shake, shake, shake. Get a little bit of like an inhale, exhale, and do like a quick little like inhale and go. And do a couple of those real quick. And there we go. Okay. All right. Again, do another one of those. Inhale, exhale. Shake it up a bit. Allow your hair to just go. Inhale again. Inhale. Again, as we're doing that, we're just kind of like clearing stagnant energy. That's actually like a really powerful way. If you ever feel during the middle of the day where you just kind of feel like you're just kind of like heavy or stagnant and stuff like that, do a quick little shake. That's why like dancing feels so good, right? So awesome. All right, team. Let's get ready to move into our laughter practice meditation, and then we'll go right into our mindfulness practice meditation. And we have bonus time at the end, and we'll just work longer with the chakras. So laughter practice meditation, a practice of being able to tap into the gratitude, the joy, the ecstatic expression of love within our heart right here in this moment. So we can laugh right now. I don't even have to tell you a bad joke. I'll just try my best not to. So I'll just try not to make you laugh, and then in the process I'll just like inadvertently make you laugh. So it happens. Anyways, let's take a moment here to just kind of connect with our breath. So for everybody here, just go ahead. Just take a couple deep breaths together. Deep inhales through the mouth. Get a nice oxygen. Nice and soft. Big exhale. Relax. Another one of those. Inhale. Nice big exhale. Okay. Keep finding the rhythm of that breath, moving into the laughter practice meditation. What it's going to look like, it's going to be another big inhale, and then a nice soft exhale, and then another big inhale, and then on the exhale, it's going to be focusing just on the exhale. So it's going to sound like this. Ha, 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 ha. And then the ha sound becomes a cascading laugh, and then you just kind of ride that wave. You ride that wave of expression for like 20, 30 seconds, and literally just by you tuning in here, it will actually make it easier for you to be able to tap into this, because you'll be like watching me, and then it's like you're sitting across the room from me. In the same way, if I were to like yawn and stuff like that, don't yawn. Don't do it. Don't you do it. You can do it. I don't care. Again, if you were sitting across from someone, you like yawn, it makes you yawn. Or if you sit across from someone and they're smiling, it makes you smile. If you sit across from someone and they're laughing, it makes it easier for you to laugh. So this is the power of, again, co-regulation, coherence, all of us kind of like coming together to be able to practice like sharing in that vibration. So thank you again, everyone, for showing up for this practice. Even for those of you joining in just now. Again, we do these Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And quick reminder, Fridays is like our extra special meditation. So I encourage you to dress up on Fridays. Dress up in your like bonus wizard gear on Fridays. And even for any of these, like bring your crystals and stuff like that. Let's move into this laughter practice meditation. So again, follow my lead. And when you do this, if you physically like want, like I know like on the YouTube, you guys only get like this much of me, whereas like Instagram gets that much. They got like an extra 30% down there. For those of you on YouTube, you can't really see it, but like what I usually do is I kind of like physically kind of like move my diaphragm like that. I kind of just like move my hands there. I'm not like physically like doing anything. It's more just kind of like the gesture. If you find that gesture helps, then go with it again. And we already kind of do that gesture naturally, right? It's like the ho 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 ho. It's like the Santa Claus thing. So, all right, okay. Let's do this. Here we go. Where are you from? We are from here and now. All right, let's do this. Okay. Follow my lead. Deep, gentle inhale together through the mouth. Get a lot of oxygen. Nice big exhale. Deep inhale together. Follow my lead. Focus on the exhale. Ha, 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 ha. Try and get those weird laughs in there. A little bit of donkey, a little bit of dolphin, a little bit of seal. Keep it going, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Breathe, relax. Take a moment here, just breathe. Grab a drink of water if you need it. We'll just do that real quick. And again, when you drink this water, we'll just do this as a quick in between. I want you to drink your water right now and like really take a moment here, just like put like intention into the water. Just like be like this water is just like pure presence. Like as I drink this water, I drink in the nectar of life. Damn, that's good. Seriously, water is so delicious. Like I don't know if anybody like, am I weird to think that water is just like so tasty? It is. It's delicious. It's like satisfying, right? Okay, one more round of laughter yoga. Let's do this. I want to hear your weird laughs, and I want you to type out your laugh noises in the chat. So for those of you who are familiar with what I'm talking about, do it after this though. Okay, focus on this. Here we go. Deep inhale together through the mouth. Nice soft exhale. Here we go. Deep inhale together. Focus on the exhale. Ha, 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 ha. Try and get that like wheeze laugh. Sounds like the dog off a what cartoon? What am I thinking of? It's like that wheezing, laughing dog. Keep it going 10 more seconds. Add in like a donkey laugh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe, relax, allow yourself to still be in this meditative state. Just observe, what does your body feel like right now? If you want to close your eyes, that's okay. Keep them open if you're a little bit dizzy. And just breathe here. Almost feeling kind of like an electrical, like kind of charge through your body. Energy moving through your body. What is that? What is that? It's like cosmic life force energy, dude. It's pretty cool, dude. Oh, is that like... Was it does Scooby-Doo laugh like that? I think he does. I think Scooby-Doo laughs like that, where he's like... But no, there's another thing. There's like another dog that laughs. Is it the bad dog from Scooby-Doo? There's like another dog. I don't know. Anyways. All right. Let me know if you guys laughed for that. Yeah, the Howl's Moving Castle dog. That's exactly what it is. That's 100% exactly what I'm thinking of. The dog from the movie Howl's Moving Castle, where it's like... I don't know. It's like this little mop dog. Some of you, my fellow anime nerds, know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me know how if you guys laughed. Drop it at 11:11 if you guys laughed for that. Honestly, if you didn't laugh, that's totally fine. Like it's 100%, it's totally fine. Again, you know, just invite yourself to even just be in the presence of the experience as a team. So, all right, okay. Okay, just read some of the comments here. Go wheeze. You guys do the wheeze. Awesome. Okay, turns into silent laughter. That's funny. All right, okay. There's kind of something very poetic about the idea of like laughter being so powerful that it becomes silent. You know, like our strength is within our stillness. We have to remember that, right? Like that's actually a really powerful thing. We think that like power comes from like like physical strength and like masculine kind of like metaphorically speaking. But honestly, like our strength is in our gentleness. It really, really is. So this is like the kind of like the 2.0 version of like the new Earth Army, so to speak, which was like the name of the program back in like the day where like the army basically started getting into like hippie logic and stuff like that. I watched Men Who Stare at Goats last night. You guys should watch that. It's a good movie. Anyways, all right, let's move into our mindfulness practice meditation. So again, for this mindfulness practice meditation, what we are going to do, again, we're going to kind of bring it back to a bit of the basics, which is very, very important because the basics is actually still incredibly complex and is still incredibly important. What we're going to do for this practice, we are going to imagine ourselves arriving at a beach. And today, what we're actually going to do, we're going to imagine ourselves collectively sitting in a circle as a group on the beach. So this visualization of visualizing us kind of like being in a single space within our imaginations is going to help us anchor into today's mindfulness practice. And so today's mindfulness practice is to, again, be able to practice dropping into this mind-heart coherence. And so what we're going to be doing for today's practice, we are literally just going to go into this practice where we are practicing kind of like slowing things down and moving into a place where we're just literally going to focus on like a sensation of love. As simple as that sounds, this is actually really, really important. But part of the practice here is also going to be the practice of observing how the mind will kind of like bring thoughts in and out of our attention. And then within the practice, this is a very important part, we get to observe how these thoughts kind of like rise and move along. You know, it's like a leaf moving along a river. And they will only, and we can choose, like we can observe them without grabbing onto them. And so as we notice our mind kind of not even like wander, like that's the thing. I don't want you to think as if your mind's like wandering. I want you to kind of like keep your focal point, and that focal point will be with our breath, and it will literally be on like the sensation of love, whatever that means to you. It's going to be different for you. And then as you're in this place of love, you'll like see things go by. And then again, and then you consciously choose to observe the things go by opposed to grabbing the things. So that's the big thing. A lot of people, when they get new to meditation, they kind of get into this idea where they think that it's about like silencing the mind, and it's really not. It's about being able to focus the mind. And so this is a practice of focus. And so for those of you who are familiar with meditation, I want you to really be able to like observe how you're actually improving, even from one week to the next, if you've done this with us previous weeks. For those of you who are brand new, I want you to, again, simply observe from a place of non-judgment. Your mind will probably kind of like bring in all sorts of thoughts, and that's okay. What you're doing is you're developing this relationship of being able to understand that it is your ability to bring your focus back. I've used this metaphor before, and then we'll get right into the meditation. Think of it when you're weight training and things like that. This is a very good metaphor. When you're weight training and you have like a dumbbell, you know, you're like putting the arm away from you. That itself isn't necessarily building as much muscle as it is to bring the arm back, to pull the arm back, to have the resistance. So when you're meditating and you notice your mind wander, that's like a rep. That's like a repetition within your weightlifting training. And then the strength you build is in bringing the mind back to a single point of focus. So today, our focal point, I want you to kind of customize it, but I want it to be kind of in the concept of like being in like a vibration, like in a focusing on love. But to simply do this is done simply by focusing on being in the present moment. So you can focus literally on your breath. You can focus, this is a good one where you can focus literally just on the sensation of the air leaving out the tip of your nostril. If you were to breathe right now, there's like a sensation just on the tip of your nostril. You can focus on that. You can focus on a mantra. You could literally say like, you could literally just focus on saying like inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You could do something like that. You can focus on a mantra that could be personal to you. Something like, I am love, I am light, I am present, something like that, you know? So I want you to kind of focus on customizing it and then to experience what it's like to be able to drop into this space to the point where it becomes like really kind of like zen and comfortable in the state where you're just like, yo, like I could stay here for a while. Like I want it to almost feel like it's like a little vacation, but at the same time, what we're doing here, we are practicing bringing ourselves into that mind-heart coherence. And then as we're doing this, I want us to kind of visualize like a little ripple of love being kind of like expanding from us, kind of like a bubble. So we're going to visualize ourselves on a beach in a circle, and then kind of like this like ripple of love. That won't be the primary focus. Your focus will just be on your heart, but know that that's kind of happening, and then that's kind of like going out into the world. All right, you guys good? You guys got that? You guys got the instructions? You guys got the drill? Okay, drop an 1111 in the chat if you guys are ready to dive into this, and let's do this. And again, for those of you who are new, welcome. This is just practice. Like, that's exactly what it is. This is exactly in the same way. Again, it's like waking up and going to hockey practice in the morning, and then the game is life. The game is like what happens beyond this, right? So, all right. Okay, I think everybody's ready to go. Awesome. Great to see that we got a good crowd here today. So thank you again, everyone. Like, literally, by you guys taking part in this practice, one of the most exciting things about joining our meditations is you will notice your developments. A week of doing this can radically change your life, literally just in you being able to observe the difference it makes within your personal awareness. So again, this is about awakening consciousness. So, all right, let's get ready to do this. I'm just going to turn off my background fan. Okie dokie. Grab a drink of water if you need it. After this, we'll go into a little bit of a standing exercise. So again, for those of you who are just joining in, we're just about to get into our mindfulness practice. So thank you again, everyone, for being here. And yeah, let's get ready to drop into this. So what I want you to be able to do is just kind of like roll your shoulders, grab a drink of water if you need it. Get any wiggles out, allow yourself to find a comfortable place to kind of sit. And together, let's get ready to drop into this practice. This practice won't be too long, so don't even worry. Time is an illusion. So, all right. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. And as you listen to my voice, gently just allow your body to relax. Straighten up your spine, relax your face. And from here, begin to bring awareness to the breath. Gentle inhales through the nose and gentle exhales through the nose or the mouth. Continuing to find this rhythm. With each exhale, just giving your nervous system permission to relax. We will begin by simply calibrating the body. So this is a standard thing that we do at the beginning of every meditation, and then we'll go through the magic portal to arrive at the beach. So right here and now, as you focus, gently what we are going to do, we are going to imagine a white light at the center of our chest. And this white light is going to move through our body, and as it moves through our body, I want you to bring awareness to wherever the light moves to bring intention and attention, and to give those parts of the body permission to relax. So like filling a cup with water, we are filling ourselves up with love. We are filling ourselves up with consciousness. So in this moment, visualize this white light moving through your chest, down your arms, all the way to your fingers, allowing those parts of your body to relax. Visualize and feeling this energy moving through your torso, your ribs, all the way down past your hips, your legs, your knees, all the way down to your toes, allowing those parts of the body to relax. Bringing this energy up through the body, feeling it rise up through the back, the spine, up through the back of the neck, the face, right to the top of the head, allowing all the parts of your body to relax. And here, visualizing like a little white light, just kind of like your aura, just kind of surrounding your body, almost like a little white light of egg, or a white egg of light. What did I just say? The color egg. So just imagining this white light kind of around your body. Beautiful. And just bringing in this awareness and this practice, this white light, this will just help you like kind of like anchor into this space. It will just make it easier for you to move into the next parts of the meditation. Breathing here, keeping your awareness in this present moment. Before we move to the beach, we will begin by imagining ourselves at what we refer to as the nexus point. The nexus point or the nexus platform, think of it as like a space within space. It's like a platform where you access portals to other parts of your imagination. So you can imagine there's kind of like a nebula and sky and space or sacred geometry around you. It's like this ancient platform. And in front of you, there is a little portal. And this portal functions just as like it would any other door. And this door will take you to the beach. So together here, walk up towards the portal. And when you're ready, step through. And as you step through, you arrive here at the beach. And instantly right away, I want you to begin to bring awareness to your sensations. I want you to feel the sand underneath your toes. Feel the texture of it with as much detail as possible. Dig your toes in deep into the sand. I want you to feel the air on your skin. I want you to hear the waves rolling in. And right now, let's just say it's like sunset. So let's just say it's like getting close to sunset. So it's like a beautiful color in the sky right now. Like orange, purple, red, just super, super beautiful. And as you look towards your left and your right, you see the other portals opening up and you see the other participants of this practice arriving right here, right now, all of us just coming together. And so together, all of us will swiftly move through the setup and imagine ourselves sitting together in a circle. So find a comfortable position for you in the sand, even if you want. Imagine yourself like laying down a little blanket. Again, the story you create in your mind will help you drop into this space. So as we sit here in a circle, look around the circle and just acknowledge all the other people here. See their faces, familiar faces, new faces, see their heart. Take a moment here just to be able to express gratitude, just to be able to connect with them in this moment. And so as we sit here in this space, in this circle, all of us will continue to move deeper into this practice of meditation, and we'll go through it in like 2 rounds. So I'll kind of walk you into it, and then I'll kind of bring us back, and then we'll go back into it again. So again, your objective here, your practice, is to be able to simply bring yourself into a mind-heart coherence. And what this means is just kind of bring yourself into awareness of your breath, into awareness of your heart. And then parallel to this, the practice is to notice and observe when thoughts kind of wander through your mind, but then to intentionally not grab onto them. So just kind of let them pass by. And when this happens, simply bring your focus back to your breath, back to a feeling, back to this present moment. So together here, let's just begin as we consciously connect with our breath. So go ahead and breathe here, deep, gentle inhales through the nose or the mouth. Nice and soft, nice and slow, finding a rhythm that works for you. And as you do this, I want you to be able to feel and give yourself permission to just kind of enter into this space where you're just like, whoa, like this is actually really comfortable. And what you're going to notice is that once I stop talking and I'm like, okay, it's just you now, literally within the first 20 seconds, your mind will try to convince you that this is like so easy that it's not even worth your effort. Your ego will basically pull at you like a child and be like, let's go do something else. But you have to be the adult here and just be like, you know what? Like, it's okay. We're just going to sit and chill here because this is actually really, really valuable to keep ourselves in this space, to keep ourselves into this place of focus. So in this moment, allow yourself to just kind of focus on your breath while also focusing on a sensation of love. And this can simply be a sensation of gratitude, a sensation of connecting to this bigger narrative of all of us showing up here together as a team. And if you want, you can physically put your hands on your chest. For some of you, that may help. And then in the next few moments, I'm going to stop talking. You'll continue this next part of your practice. And again, your objective is to observe when your mind begins to quote unquote wander and then gently bring it back to this focus point. And as you do this, you can just kind of also imagine kind of like this like ripple of love that we're just kind of sending out here. And so the fact that we're gathered here in a circle will actually help you drop into this space. So feel the shared vibration of everyone and allow that to just help you anchor into this vibration, into this practice. Beautiful. Continuing to breathe here. Allow yourself to observe, allow yourself to control your focus. I will stop talking now and continue this practice for the next few moments. Go ahead and enjoy. If you notice your mind wander, gently bring it back to the point of focus. Your breath, gratitude, this moment. Continue. Continuing to gently breathe. Just taking a moment here, just take a little bit of an intermission, just observe. Just take a moment here, just be like, how was that for you? Just kind of take a moment. What did you observe? What came up? Did you notice your mind wandering? Did you notice your mind trying to convince you to walk away from this? Did you find it easy? Did you find it challenging? Whatever the answer is, that's totally fine. Your practice here is simply to observe. Continuing to breathe here, being very gentle with your breath. I want you to give yourself permission, even though this isn't the case, where you can just be like, yo, like, I could stay here for like an hour if I wanted to. Again, you're just like on this beautiful beach. And even to help you focus, even just kind of like imagine hearing the ocean in the background. Imagine the sound of it. Imagine the air. Imagine the smell. Your practice is simply to be in this space, to be in love, to help kind of attune our signal, to practice bringing awareness and control to our focus, to our power to choose our focus. Moving into the second round, I'll stop talking now. Continue here. You may find this to be a little bit easier than the first one. Continuing to breathe here, notice when the mind wanders and gently bring it back to your point of focus that brings you into the here and now, that brings you into the space of love. Go ahead, continue. Take a moment here, straighten your spine just a little bit. Your posture is probably slouched just as a result of being here. Just straighten your spine just a little bit. Relax your face. Continue here. You're in the final part of the practice. Allow this to be like delicious. I want you to like really enjoy this as if you're just like enjoying eating like a delicious piece of cake or something. And now you can just like think of cake if you want, whatever brings you into the present moment. So cake on a beach. Oh yeah. Continue here for the next few moments. You got this. Just take a moment here. Really allow yourself to emotionally connect to this moment. I want you to kind of like allow yourself to create like emotional story right now to just be like, wow, I really like this place. I really like this feeling. Like tell yourself that, and that will emotionally help you return to it in the future. You're reprogramming your mind right now as you speak. So here in the practice, as you continue to breathe, continue to be in this space of heart resonance. Imagine yourself kind of like looking around the circle. You can see everybody kind of like with their open eyes, and just put your hands on your chest, and we'll just kind of conclude this practice with gratitude, just taking a look around and just be like, yo, this is really cool. Like we're like in a shared vibration now. Like I can feel this vibration that we are in. What does it feel like? It's like this calmness, this serenity, this ocean of just kind of bliss. That is inside of us. That is inside of us at every moment. It helps us return ourselves back to this place of presence, of awareness, of love, of gratitude. So in this moment, let this gratitude be carried on the winds. May it continue to kind of like ripple out into the world around us, and may it continue to grow within our heart. So as you conclude this practice, take a moment here to just thank yourself for showing up, thanking the others for helping you anchor into this space, thanking them for sharing, feeling their gratitude for thanking you for bringing your energy. Beautiful. Then from here, just to conclude the visualization of this practice, you can imagine yourself gently standing up and giving some hugs to all the people who are here in the circle, and just be like, yo, I love you. Yeah, group hugs. Yeah. Beautiful. And just concluding this part of the visualization, just take a moment here, just kind of visualize this all like kind of like looking out at the sunset and just like feeling really inspired, really empowered. This like literally just by doing this practice, it's like activating this like inner light guardian archetype within us. And just feel like open up your chest, stand a little bit stronger. Your softness, your gentleness is your strength. And so when the world tries to make you waver, when it tries to knock you off balance, know that your gentleness is your strength to bring yourself back to this space. So the more you can practice this, the more you can become familiar with being able to bring yourself back to this space. And from this space, we can access higher realms of consciousness. We can access clarity. We can allow ourselves to show up for ourselves and for others. We can tap into our creative abilities. We can do so much. It's a very sacred space. Beautiful. So from here, just kind of take a screenshot in your mind with all of us kind of standing on a beach. Take a picture of that, hold it in your heart. Allow this to be something you can return back to at any time. In some parallel dimension, we're just like partying on a beach 24/7 or something. Gently from here, we're going to bring awareness back to our physical body. Allow yourself to acknowledge, how do you feel right now? How do you feel? Do you feel like a warmth through your body? Feel a love within your heart. Carry that with you. Gently from here, bringing awareness back to our physical body as you breathe. Slowly wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and when you are ready, gently open your eyes and return your awareness to the space around you. Just breathe here. Go ahead, take a moment, no rush. Awesome. Good job, everyone. I invite everyone to even just share, how was that for you? Leave a comment in the chat, describe it in your own words. We'll move into the next part of the meditation, which will be our standing, and then we'll finish off with our chakra practice meditation. So we're not done yet, but it's still, we're having fun. It's all good. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very challenging, 1 being quite easy, how was that meditation for you? Like, how was your ability to kind of like, was your mind like kind of like really wandering? Was it really kind of like sporadic and stuff like that? How was it? And again, no shame, like literally just inviting you to kind of reflect, because I want you to take note. This week, it might have been like a 7 or an 8. It might have been like, you know, pretty challenging and stuff like that. Next week might be like a 3 or a 4, you know? So observe that difference. That's the muscle, that's the strength, that's your mind, like literally growing as you do this. So again, just allow yourself to simply observe what that practice was like for you, and know that I encourage you to literally just kind of practice kind of doing that in like mini sessions throughout the day, you know, like set an alarm on your clock to take like 3 gentle breaths each top of the hour or something like that. Allow yourself to get familiar with returning to that space. That's one of the powers of this practice, is that as you do this more, you're literally creating like a pathway that makes it easier for you to be able to access that space. So if we were to do this again, I'd be like, okay, team, let's access that space. Like, you could literally do it in like 2 breaths. You can literally drop into that space and you can just kind of be there. And again, this is what the practice is about. If it's your first time doing this, of course, yeah, it was probably going to be like a 6, a 7, an 8, 9, and a 10, right? And that's just because there's training that is taking place within your mind. So allow yourself simply to observe, create like a little note, and then allow yourself to continue to practice this further, and then allow yourself to observe that it's going to get easier for you because you're building the muscles. It's logic, right? So keep showing up for the practice, be it here, be it within your own practice, whatever works for you. So moving to the standing in the next little bit. Just reading the comments on what you guys shared in terms of like the challenge. And again, like there's no wrong answer with that. So Morphic dropped in a 5. Mercury dropped in an 8. Jasmine a 7. Julia a 7. Inner a 5. Well, good job, everyone. Again, and let me know if there's like ways, like again, that gives me feedback too. Like I want to be able to do what I can to be able to help make it as easy as possible for you guys to be able to like eventually get to like the 3 and the 4 and even the 2. What does the 1 look like? What does that look like? You know? So beautiful. All right. Thank you again, everyone, for joining in. Let's get ready to move into the next part of the meditation. And before we, after we do that, we'll stick around a little bit more, and then we'll do just like a little bit of Q&A as well, just like a little bit of post discussion. Again, reminder for those of you tuned in on TikTok or Instagram, if you guys want to join in on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed there for future meditations. And you can do that by clicking the link on my profile, and then you can tune in there. So again, if this is your first time, thank you so much for joining in. We've got about probably like 30 or 40 people tuned in live right now. So just reading some of the stuff here. Yeah, and how, like, what was the feeling? What did you guys feel? I'm curious even just to get like what the feeling was. Rachel said it was warm and nostalgic. It was dusk and the stars were starting to come out. I felt each of you beside me and heard the waves and seagulls so clearly. I hardly had any thoughts. Good for you, Rachel. Good job. And good job, everyone. Very relaxing. It was challenging at times, but mine was a 5. Good job, Mary. And again, like good job for anyone. Like, it's not like, oh, you did it better and that person did it worse or anything like that. Like, no, it's simply allowed to be able to observe where we are at. So yeah, and again, some days are going to be different. Some days are going to be this, some days are going to be that. Like, honestly, the days when it's like a 9 or a 10 are the days when those are great days to do it, right? If you're already at like a 1 or a 2, it's like, yeah, you're probably pretty good, right? But if you're feeling you're at like an 8 or a 9, do it that day, and then observe that even as the practice continues, eventually it starts off at an 8, but then maybe it brings it down to like a 5. So anyways, team, for those of you who are able, go ahead and join us in standing, and everybody else, again, just do whatever is comfortable for you, and let's just bring a little bit of movement into our body, and then from there we'll conclude the practice with a little bit of chakra practice meditation. So just go ahead, shake your body up right now. Bring a little bit of movement into the body. Shake your legs. If your legs fall asleep, my legs fall asleep. So let's do a quick couple inhale exhales with a little bit of like some shake and discharge of any stagnant energy. So inhale again. Here we go. Exhale. Follow my lead. Shake it up. Inhale again. One more time. Inhale. Beautiful. Again, I know for those of you who are brand new, yeah, it's kind of weird, but seriously, it's like an ancient technique that actually works really, really well. So, all right, okay, let's just bring a little bit of movement into our body. So if you guys want, you can just like put your hands above your head and just kind of like bring in some power into this moment. Just allow yourself to move, anchoring in this energy, calling in like your guardian archetype, the light guardian archetype. Feeling powerful. Awesome. You guys got this. You're going to have an awesome day today. All right, let's finish it off with a little bit of a dragon roar. So dragon roar, stand as if you're going to kick a soccer ball, or you're going to like do like a falcon punch. Falcon punch. Dragon roar again. Let's do a dragon roar to do like a deep inhale, exhale. And on the exhale, we're kind of like releasing any stagnant energy, honoring any frustration, rage. You can also do it as like a battle cry at the same time. Follow my lead. Deep inhale together. Dragon roar. Shake it up on the finish. Inhale again. Do this every day. It will change your life. Inhale again. Shake it up. Bring yourself into a quick little moment of stillness. Keep your eyes open if you're a little bit dizzy. Gratitude, power, awesome. Bring yourself back down to seat. We're going to conclude the practice and just finish it off with our chakra practice meditation real quick. Again, I encourage you, like, again, we just kind of do a quick version of that. Really encourage you guys to like bring more movement into your body throughout the rest of your day in a way that works for you, in a way in which, again, you're able and comfortable to do. And again, when we're doing that, it's a powerful way to just be able to like kind of connect into the present moment. So I encourage everybody here to like go out and like dance in your house, dance in nature, dance with the elements. So, all right, let's move into a chakra practice meditation. We're going to move through this real quick. Again, for those of you who are new to this, this is just a quick way to be able to help bring awareness to our chakras. We're vibrating them. Again, we're using a vocal tone that matches the frequency of each chakra. And again, the way I explain it simply, imagine water kind of coming down through the top of your crown. This water is like life force energy. It's creative energy. Your chakras are like these spinning water discs. And when they're smooth, it kind of goes like this, and then the energy flows smoothly. And that's when we get ourselves into those states of like higher conscious awareness and unlocking our abilities. When the chakras are kind of clunked and blocked, it gets like, and then that's when we get kind of like those like stagnant energy blockages. So we're going to focus on each chakra. Each chakra has a correlating virtue. And again, just allow yourself to kind of follow along if you're brand new to this. But yeah, welcome everyone who may be joining us in for the first time, and allow yourself to just kind of experience. This is just going to be a quick one because we're almost a little bit out of time. So brow chakra, virtue is serenity, connection, oneness, wholeness. The sound is E. Inhale. Get nice and loud with it if you want. Throat chakra, justness, speaking our truth. Inhale, the sound is A. Heart chakra, compassion, the sound is O. You guys are doing great. Pulmonary, connection with our ultra memory, our ancestors, both past and future. The sound is awe. Inhale. Solar chakra, temperance, willpower. The sound is U. Inhale. Sacral chakra, balance of our sexual creative energy, our life force energy. The sound is M. Inhale. Root chakra, the sound is S. Patience, connection to the roots below, branches above. The sound is S. Inhale. Let's go through it one more time. Let's add a little bit of like a sing song to it. I want you guys to kind of get like a little bit creative with it. So just kind of like add in your own little bit of flair. Just allow yourself to have fun with it. So this is like my debut of me like practicing my singing routine. I'm gonna release an album and it's just gonna be me singing chakra tones in a really weird way. Inhale. Here we go. Follow my lead or do whatever you want. I don't care. Inhale. The last one's really hard to do. You can't really sing it properly. It's like doesn't work that way. So anyways, take a moment here, concluding your practice. We'll finish it up with the 1 hour mark. For those of you who are on your way, just take a moment here to close your eyes if you choose. Keep them open if you're a little bit dizzy. Allow yourself to just be aware of what your energy feels like in this moment, visualizing this like rainbow spiral energy kind of moving up through your body, just feeling this like strengthening of like your aura, this like force field around you, really feeling this light shining from the inside out, and just continue to carry this momentum with you throughout the rest of your day. You're just going to kick so much butt. You're just going to move through things. You're going to be more aware. You're going to be more conscious of your breath. The synchronicities are going to be there. Creativity is going to be flowing. You're going to get things done. You're going to close some loops. You're going to level up. You're just going to allow yourself to be who you are. So take a moment here, concluding this practice in gratitude with your hands on your heart, just thanking yourself for showing up for this practice. You have literally leveled up just by taking part in this practice. You've gained experience points. Congratulations. Thanking everybody else, thanking the team, thanking the space, thanking me. Beautiful. Awesome. Gently, when you're ready, open your eyes, return your awareness to the space around you. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you again, everyone, so much. We're going to stick around just to do a little bit like quick Q&A chit chat. I'd love to even just like read a little bit more about how the meditation was earlier for you guys, or any questions you might want me to be able to clarify for you. Again, I didn't mention it so far within this broadcast, but of course these broadcasts are made possible. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. So again, if you guys are enjoying these broadcasts and you want to be able to help support with a monthly contribution, or rather I should say, if you're in a position where you are able to support with a monthly contribution, please feel free to consider joining on the Patreon. Again, that's a monthly micro contribution of $5 or $11 and up, and you can join as a leading member. That's where you can join our private community space. So if you like what we got here and you want to like work with me more on a personal level, plus connect with our global, like our collective team space, join our on-air broadcast, join our collaborative work periods, we got lots of that for you. So again, check out the Patreon, links in my profile for those of you on TikTok and Instagram, and in the info down below on YouTube. Drop a 777 if you're thinking about signing up in the Patreon in the future. Contributions only process on the 1st of each month, so even if you sign up today, there's no charge until the 1st of July. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. But again, thank you so much everyone for showing up, finishing off at the 1 hour mark, and we'll stick around for a little bit longer. The light guardian within me sees and honors the light guardian within you. So thank you for being all you are and doing all you do. Beautiful. Have an awesome day, everyone. And for those of you who are sticking around, stay tuned. We got some more fun coming your way. Just taking a moment here, just posting to the Instagram, and then I'm just going to restart the broadcast. So again, for those of you who are tuned in on TikTok and everything like that, a reminder, for those of you tuned in on TikTok, you can click the link in my profile to tune in on YouTube. And if it's your first time here, if it's your first time tuning in, drop a 777 in the chat and let me know. And go ahead, leave those comments down in the chat. How was it, team? Go ahead. You can just leave your gratitude, leave any questions related to the meditation, and we'll get into that. Okay, just restarting the Instagram here. All right, awesome. Welcome back. For those of you tuning in on Instagram, this is our post-meditation chat. Today's meditation was really good. Obviously got into a lot of mindfulness practice. Imagined ourselves like kind of like arriving at a beach, practicing focusing on the present moment. It was really cool. If you missed it, go check it out. And again, now we're just going to kind of stick around for a bit, do a little bit of Q&A, just kind of share some comments in the chat. And yeah, just sending everybody good vibes as you get ready to move on for the rest of your day. So again, if you guys got stuff to do, don't stick around. Like, it's okay, you're not missing too much. But for those of you who want to stick around for a little bit more, please feel free to join in, and we'll just take a few moments here to read over some of the comments. So awesome. Going back to the original meditation, we were asking, you know, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how challenging was it? 10 being challenging, 0 being fairly, you know, like less challenging. And just reading some of the comments here, Stella says, definitely isn't linear either, going from an 8 to a 3, ups and down. Jasmine said, I thought 10 was the easiest, so I changed my answer. Today felt easier, like a 4 for me. Awesome. Good job, Jasmine. Kristen said, I started off tight and unfocused, but after your first call to focus, it was peaceful and bliss. Awesome. Good job, Kristen. My doodles came to me. Good job, Lily. Awesome. Jasmine, today I felt super relaxed within the first minute or two, right? So that's kind of like, again, where cool. Lily, talking about like a crab. So Lily, are you saying like a crab came to you during the meditation? That's pretty cool. Obviously, I think that's actually pretty powerful, Lily, that it was a crab who came to you, considering we're literally entering into like the Cancer period right now, right? Like literally the Cancer period is coming up with the solstice around the corner. So I mean, if anything, you know, look into the symbolism of a crab. What does that teach you? Crabs have a very, very powerful energy to them. Again, you know, they carry their home with them on their back. They carry their heart with them wherever they go. And they're also kind of like very like soft and protective and water and nimble and stuff like that. So, but that's pretty cool. I like the fact that obviously a crab showed up on the beach. Yeah, Cancer season is going to be big. Absolutely, Kat. You know it. So yeah, Cancer, like again, like I'm a, for those of you who haven't gotten a chance to fully know me yet, I am a Cancer. Like Cancer is my first, my rising, my sun sign. And so yeah, like go Cancer season. Woo! Cancer season's always exciting. Lots of heart opening opportunity. All right, thank you again, everyone. For those of you who have to head out, just sending you so much vibe. The sky was a violet blue, the water moving in reverse. Ah, interesting. Beautiful. All right, just getting caught up in the comments here. That is a really good way of putting it. I don't really like saying goodbye as much as it happened, but I got better saying things like see you later. Absolutely. Stella says, yesterday I fell asleep during the morning meditation. It was that good. You fell asleep during the morning meditation yesterday. Wow, that's powerful. Yesterday's morning meditation was intense too. So Rachel says, love that, Stella. Means your body did what it needed. Yeah, exactly, right? And there's no shame in falling asleep, right? Because like that's kind of the thing. When we get into those meditative states, it's really a chance for our body to kind of like do what it needs to do. So if you're like in a meditative state and you just kind of fall asleep, that doesn't mean you did something wrong. That means that you were kind of like so relaxed that your body was able to just kind of like do what it needed to do. And sometimes it just needs to rest, right? Like that's a big part of this practice that I want you guys to keep in mind, is that as you get better at this, you're also getting better at developing a relationship between yourself and your body. You get better at listening to it, right? So it's like when we're constantly surrounded by noise and external stimulus, it's hard for us to pay attention to the inner dialogue, to the inner awareness, to the inner voice. Yet when we are, that awareness, that relationship can be very powerful just for being able to pay attention to what the body needs. And sometimes the body's like, yo, I need to rest. I need to get some food. I need to get some sleep. I need to go outside, get some fresh air. I need to talk to some friends. I need to get some sunlight. You know, the body has needs. And if we're constantly overstimulated, it's very easy for us to unconsciously forego those needs. And then eventually we start feeling, you know, like really, really crummy and stuff like that. But if we do a good job of developing that relationship with our body and getting good at listening to it, theoretically, like we'll feel pretty good, like the majority of the time, relatively speaking, and everything. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit different for every single person. But again, you know, it's important for us to, just develop that relationship with your body. And I'd be curious, like, even just people in the comment, you know, like how do you feel on a scale of, we'll do another scale thing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you gauge your ability to listen to your body? 10 being like really good and 1 being, you know, room for improvement and things like that. So if you feel like you're like you're pretty in tune with your body, you're just like, yo, I know exactly what it needs right now, that would be like, you know, 10. But again, if it's something you're still learning, you're probably in between and stuff like that. And we experience this all the time. Like we literally do. Like it's literally like a part of our everyday life, because obviously, you know, it's just like, oh, like I'm hungry. That means I need food and stuff like that. You know, I'm tired. That means I need sleep. But what about during the middle of the day when you're just kind of like, you know, still awake, you're not necessarily hungry and stuff like that? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And sometimes what actually happens is that like we kind of like, you know, sometimes is that like what the body needs is for us to like sit with our emotions and to sit with our feelings, right? And this is where a lot of people struggle, because a lot of people, and this is no fault of their own, this is just kind of like a habit of society and stuff like that. It's like, okay, like I'm alone right now, and like a part of my body wants me to sit with my emotions and think about things and process things. And then we sit with it for like a minute, and then we're just like, no, I'm gonna watch Netflix. Like I like we'll actually avoid it. Like we'll actually like the body will be like, hey, like can you sit with this? Like can you pay attention to this? And we kind of like not really just like thinking fully in the bigger picture and stuff like that. We'll just be like, nah, like I don't want to sit with my emotions, because sometimes they can be uncomfortable, right? So so I think that's kind of interesting to be aware of, is that, you know, whenever, this is something that is actually quite common that I'm sure you guys can notice. Whenever something slightly challenging kind of comes up, our body has an impulse to kind of like want to do something that will bring in a new stimulation. Like it wants to immediately move its focus to something else. A quick way that I've noticed this has been in my relationship to food. Like seriously, like there are times where like if I'm like working on a project and I'm editing something, and say it's like a really complex edit, and then I'll be working on something, and then I'll get to a point where I kind of hit like a little bit of an obstacle, and I'm like, oh shit, like this is hard. Like, oh, I don't know what to do right now. Food. Oh, I'll just eat some food. And then it's weird. Like it's this thing where it's like as soon as we hit like a little obstacle, our body instantly seeks a new stimulus because it doesn't like facing the obstacle. So rather than facing the obstacle, it will find something else to be able to put its focus on. And then if food is nearby, that's usually what happens. And then that's literally what happens in the case of like, you know, when we talk about like, you know, emotional eating and everything like that. And like no shame in this. This is about just bringing awareness to it. But usually that's what happens, right? Like usually it's just like, oh, like we have a lot of emotions, and sometimes instead of like really kind of like sitting in the uncomfortableness with our emotions, it's a coping mechanism to just kind of like eat food, because that creates like a new stimulation, and then we're not necessarily as focused on that. But there's a lot of power in being able to kind of like sit with that which is uncomfortable. There's a lot of power in being able to like sit to that's the thing. Eventually what you want to be able to observe, I want you to observe like when your body may kind of go into that mode where it will like a challenge will come up and it will instantly try to like avoid it. It will instantly try to kind of like move into like some other place of focus. Like it will instantly try to find like some other stimulus. But then to observe that, not necessarily act on it, and then to kind of bring your focus back. So for example, if I'm like sitting there and I'm like editing and you know, it's a little bit of an obstacle and I'm like, oh, this is challenging and stuff. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna eat this food, instead be like, oh, I'm gonna observe my desire to eat that food, but then I'm gonna bring my focus back here. And then so like, this is where, again, everything that we're doing today, like literally the meditation is a practice that moves throughout your entire day. So in the same way you're in your stillness and you're observing your thoughts and everything like that, carry that with you. Carry that with you throughout your day. What are your thoughts doing? How much are they actually kind of controlling you? And so that's the thing. When you're kind of, when left unconscious, your thoughts will actually like play you like a string. Like your thoughts will like play you like a marionette. And this is where we get a lot of people, and they kind of walk through their life and it's almost like they're sleepwalking, you know, like they're literally just kind of like their thoughts and like just kind of like their impulses are just kind of leading them from one stimulation to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And again, no shame in that. That's literally just kind of like this observation, but it is something that we can bring awareness to, and we can begin to change, and we can use it to be able to like start bringing in like healthy stress and healthy challenges, and start sitting with the uncomfortable and start healing and everything like that. Start changing our ability to control our focus. So I'm just reading over some of the comments on the TikTok. I saw you guys commenting there. Arlene says, there were some thoughts that came in during the meditation, but I didn't resist them. Good for you. Mine is a 9 to a 10. I'm very in tune with my body. Awesome. Good job. Tando saying theirs is a 4. Again, that's kind of like on a scale of 1 to 10. How tuned are you with your body? And again, no shame in that. Like it's honestly, if you're like, yo, I'm like a 2, like you're aware of that. Like that's good. The fact that you're aware of where you at means that you're, you know, that's room for improvement. So yeah, and again, like straight up, like I know I was thinking about this earlier. Arlene says, drinking water is a good substitute for emotional eating. Absolutely. Like that's actually like a big thing that a lot of people, because I know I said before where it's like, you know, listen to your body and what does it need? And sometimes it's just like, oh, it needs food. I need to eat food. There's a little bit of a trick there. There's a little bit of another layer of detail there. Usually when our body initially has that instinct where it's like, I'm hungry, like I want food, put food in me. Usually it's not actually hungry. It's actually thirsty. And so if you know, I would actually encourage you to challenge this. This is like part of like the practice of like intermittent fasting. That's really, really powerful. Instead of like immediately as you feel that little tinge of hunger, instead of just being like food time, yeah, use that as an opportunity to be like, actually, you know what? I'm just going to drink some water. And then you'll actually notice is that that sensation will actually go away. So like, pay attention to that. Like even your body, like it kind of will try to like kind of, it has like a little trick to it sometimes. So pay attention to that. So yeah, next time you feel like you're like impulse to go eat, just see what happens to drink a bit of water and then wait 30 minutes. See what that feels like. Just see what it feels like. Do it as a meditation practice. Observe any resistance you might have to that. Try it. Find the ways in which you can create healthy resistance and healthy stress within your life. Changing your diet and playing with your diet is a very, very powerful way to be able to do that. Luz says, the hard time for going inside yourself, you eat your own ghosts. All right, just reading over some of the comments here. We're just going to stay on here just for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to wrap it up. Let your intuition guide you, not your mind. Well said, Lily. Awesome. Thank you, Felicia. Felicia's still here, just saying that they're heading out. One last thing, when I had my floor banged on, how my parents who were living and get my attention is here, they're gonna but a comment right now. It was, Mary says, it was so relaxing. I found myself keep falling asleep at times. Crab came to say hi. Awesome. Felicia just saying that the parents like honored them when they were doing meditation. That's cool. Stonehenge is streaming the solstice live on Facebook. Yes, that's right. All right, just getting caught up here. All right, so go ahead, team. Leave any just like gratitude in the comments. We're gonna wrap it up here. Any quick tips that you want to share with the team relative to the things that we were talking about? Arlene says eating fresh fruit is also awesome if you find you're actually hungry and craving sweets. Absolutely, yeah. Get those new sources of energy in your body. So. Jasmine says, thanks everyone for being here. Gonna go eat some breakfast and make some tea now. Love you all. Have a great day. Awesome. Thank you, Jasmine, for joining in. And let me just make sure there's no other comments here that I miss. 1 second here. All right. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you again, everyone, so much for joining in. Stover, seeing the 777 about signing up for the Patreon from earlier. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Awesome. Tex says, morning, I had every intention of joining the session, but I was watching CE5 and crying. Tex, that's awesome. Tex, did I talk to you on TikTok yesterday? Was that you? Because I told a few people to go watch the CE5 documentary. That's kind of what I did. Like, you guys saw that. Oh, side note, happy Mercury retrograde to everyone. We're officially in the start of Mercury retrograde, so you know what that means. That's right, crawl into a hole and don't come out. No, I'm just joking. It means it's a great time to be able to like be more aware of like our patterns and our communications and to get things in order to be able to like prepare ourselves for the next wave, the next level. So all right, awesome. Mary says, grateful for you all, amazing, love you fam, beautiful. Awesome. Yeah, Rachel says, I also laughed uncontrollably while watching CE5. Yeah, CE5 is like a psychedelic experience. For those of you who aren't familiar, CE5, it's a documentary. It stands for Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. It's a documentary by Stephen Greer. For those of you who've been like hearing me kind of like whispers about this idea of like summoning UFOs and stuff like that, watch that documentary if you want to learn more. So awesome. Ryder, wishing you a restful evening. Beautiful. Yeah, we got Mercury retrograde in Gemini. We got a lot going on right now. So again, CE5. Look up CE5. The letters CE5. Like we talked about it in the recent podcast we did, like the podcast we did all about UFOs and the shift in consciousness. Stella, if you haven't listened to that the podcast yet, definitely would encourage you to listen to that. And again, like when you guys are listening to podcasts, it's a way to kind of like stay up to speed with the ongoing story that is unfolding here within the team. So awesome. All right, team, we're going to wrap this up. For those of you who want to be able to just continue kind of like keeping in touch, again, go ahead, join our team chat. The link is in the information down below for those of you on YouTube and Facebook. For those of you on TikTok and Instagram, it's through my profile link. Again, you can also connect to our Patreon there. So help us reach our next goal on Patreon. Again, we currently have 166 on Patreon, working towards 169. I might be doing live tarot tonight. And our recent Patreon supporters, shout out to Solomon, Melissa, Caroline, and Autumn. Thank you so much, everyone, for adding your support. So if you guys want to add your support on Patreon, help us reach our next milestone. And again, when you're supporting on the Patreon, think of it as an investment for yourself. You know, in the same way you would pay a membership for a gym, like this is like a super affordable membership to be a part of like a badass community and to be able to help you level up by being in that collective supportive space. So it's really, really cool. So again, please feel free to join and check out the Patreon and get involved as a leading member. So beautiful. Awesome. All right, team. We'll definitely dive more into these conversations in another broadcast. So thank you everyone so much for adding your energy. Please feel free to join in again Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Even invite a friend, like let one friend know, just like share one of my videos with them and invite them back into the broadcast we got going on. It's an awesome community that we got building here. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being a part of the team. Thank you for being a part of the shift. And yeah, go check out the past podcasts that we did. The one about the UFOs and the shift in consciousness. If you're looking for something inspiring and enlightening and paradigm shifting to check out. So awesome. Thank you again. Sending you guys so much good vibes for all who wish to receive. Carry this momentum with you. Carry this love with you. Have an amazing day. And thank you for being a part of the shift. So until next time, keep it shifty and we will see you in the future. See you guys in the team chat. Much love. Just taking a moment here. Just you guys on YouTube and Facebook, you guys got like an extra like 2 minutes of me just like talking Okay, just posting to Instagram. All right, okay. Sweet. All right, YouTube, Facebook. See you around. Much love.